you pay an escort to lie about drugging a congressman? The moment you do that, you muddy yourself and risk losing everything. And Aurora will be the least of it. Your reputation, your integrity, and maybe even your freedom, all gone. You could end up in prison or under Drew's thumb for the rest of your life, and I don't know which one is worse.
Yeah, well, that's a risk I'm gonna have to take. Jordan, Portia and I share a child. I can't have Trina's mother going down at Drew's hand. I would much rather create a Jacinda problem for myself than let Portia lose her medical license. Or possibly go to prison. I will not let that happen.
Even you wouldn't be so selfish, so underhanded, so depraved, to set up my sweet grandson to hear that his father no longer wants him because he has a new baby.
Oh, he did.
Even you wouldn't be that cruel.
What Wiley heard was exactly what Willow and the judge needed him to
There
hear.
you go, people.
And when your daughter wins full custody of your sweet grandchildren, you'll agree.
Oh, you snake. Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the channel. Happy hump day. Let's get into today's General Hospital review. Also, real quick, rest in peace to Chris Robinson, aka Rick Weber. Rick, Leslie, and Monica all back together again. Yeah, so let me start with today. Yeah, it's going to be quick. As y'all can see, Lucky, y'all know I'm real disappointed with this whole storyline, so I'm not even going to be talking about it. I didn't even do any shorts with him, so don't look for it, okay? Lucky has left the freaking building. Thanks a lot, GH, for nothing, okay? Yes, he got around, as y'all can see, to say goodbye to his mama. He said goodbye to everybody, even gave Dr. Isaiah his cabinet, which should have went to Liz or your son. But, you know, bro romance over kids, I guess. And also, Aiden gets to travel with him for the rest of the summer, so we don't have to see that dry out goodbye section. So yeah, that's all there is to tell of this. It was a real letdown. How many did y'all feel let down? It went nowhere. I mean, you're not even in the storyline of Christina and all that. You know, Rick and Ava is black. None of this shit makes sense. Curtis be doing the most for something. Anyway, so we got today, Curtis is hiring Felicia to look for the Jacinda lady, and Felicia told Curtis she would do the job only if he agrees that if they do find the lady and the lady do not want to come out and play, you'll leave her alone. Great. Jordan bumped into the end of that meeting, sees Felicia leaving out, and straight up asks Curtis once she left, so you just hired her to find that Jacinda lady, right? Of course, you know, Curtis couldn't lie. He was like, oh, well, yeah. So she was like, you know my Sidwell situation, so you could tell me. So he told her his plans about Jacinda, and she pretty much told him, that sounds all great and everything, but what if it flips on you and everything comes out, and the fact that you paid for her to lie on the congressman can lock you up instead of Portia. He's willing to take that bid, long as Portia and his child don't go down in Drew's hands. Okay? Oh, yeah, so that's... Y'all try to hype that up as much as y'all can, but I'm still not interested. Tell you what I am into. So finally we got a little spark between Kai and Trina, because Kai is telling Trina today that what he overheard from her father and mother about Drew and their plans. And of course Trina's like, that doesn't make any sense. If they got a reason or any type of conversation about Drew, I'm pretty sure it's because of Drew, you know, bringing a snake to them first. So she pretty much is telling him, look, it's none of our business. I don't know what's going on over there. Of course, if they are trying to do something illegal, they ain't going to tell me or pull me into it. I mean, that wouldn't look right. So how about we mind our business until otherwise? Of course, Kai is all like, so you don't want to talk to him or nothing? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll mind our business. Let's go for a swim. That's your breaking point. That is your breaking point. Because Drew signed this boy up for that thing on surgery. He feels some kind of loyalty. At the end of the day, I bet you he's going to dime on Portia and Curtis. This man is so far behind, under scum. There's no words left to even describe this man. Nina has called him out on his ish and asked him plain simple, hey, did you say what you said? Is that true that what Wiley said about his dad and the Daisy situation? She was like, even you, I can't believe will go that far. Even you can't be that terrible. Even you can't be that type of monster to hurt a child like that. That man looked at her, walked closely, smiled, and said, what Wiley heard, that's a confession. What Wiley heard was needed. And once your grandkids is back home with Willow and in this house, you'll be happy too. Oh my gosh. This is what we're doing, folks. This is what we're doing. Nina, so you have no backbone at all. I sure wish Michelle Stanford was over here because that lady, she had a lot of fire. Cindy, you ain't doing it. Oh, Lord, this storyline here. So Michael planned, if the court, because they're all still waiting for the judge to come back and give the say who won the custody of the kids. Michael's plan is if Willow and Drew gets custody, he's taking the kids and he's getting out of Dodge. Of course, Carly ain't liking it. And Jason and Sonny, well, y'all was a letdown right now because ain't nobody had a fire in them to say, nope, you stay here. We handle this together. We will find our way. I mean, back in the day, Sonny would have heard this and, Sonny could take care of it. Just get rid of Drew. But I guess, everybody's so sensitive now. We can't play that route. So we got this grandpa of Sonny like, hey, it's nothing we could do. And if I was in his shoes, I would do the same. BS, okay? Because if he do this, he's going to be a fugitive. And that doesn't help anybody. He's not even going to be there for Daisy and Sasha. And they still in the hospital. So Carly is not happy at all. She fussed all of them out. She's the only one standing there and saying she's not down for this plan. Of course, Jason and Sonny, like I said, was no help. But that's where we are. That's what his plan is. So Judge, don't let us down, please, because we just got Michael back and we ain't trying to see him as a fugitive. Y'all already got our Nicholas up in jail, okay? He started sounding like Valentine at the end. He was like, I'm doing this to protect my kids. Ain't nobody here going die. We all seen how well that went for Valentine, right? I mean, we get to have Charlie back, not to see her. She's been sent upstairs and never let down again. Like, it didn't go well, Mike. You're going to have to find a different plan. Bing, bada, boom. Who missed him? Marty's back. It's good to see you. Marty's back broke as joke. Okay? He is broke. He came back yesterday and told Laura, he was locked up for a while because all of his ex-wives got together and sued him. Man, they sued him so bad, they took everything that he had on him, behind him, and around him. He will never see a dime of anything in his future endeavors. I don't know how many ex-wives you got, bro. It sounds like you got 12 of them. And how is that legal, huh? And now he tells Laura, that's all thanks to Tracy, and she has a new enemy. Well, he done bumped into Tracy in the hospital, and he's pretty much telling her, you're going to need somebody on your side that used to work with Drew and knows him and knows his ins and outs and blah, 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 blah. Because you're going to need a friend on your side sooner or later. So she's like, oh, and what if I do? He was like, well, then I will tell you that it's going to cost you. Yeah, you're going to have to give this man some type of living back, Tracy, because this man ain't even got $1 in his pocket. How? You the new Scott Baldwin? You're going to be ambulance chasing sooner or later? Speaking of Scott, you still hiding underneath a rock somewhere? Because I'm pretty sure Jason ain't even thinking about you, bro. Huh? At the end, these two bump into each other at the park that they used to bring the kids by all the time. Michael has the kids Willow sees Wiley. I just need y'all to take 30 seconds and bring Wiley over and tell him to tell his mother what he heard so that she can see that Drew's been lying all this time. And not only has he been lying all the time, I also need y'all to discuss right there, hey, you told that courtroom that you came to Germany. You's a BS liar right there. And that's when she could say, nah, I came and I spoke to this nurse and I could describe her and blah, blah, blah. And boom, y'all could figure it out that Drew had his hand in that too. But no. We in there. They're just standing there talking about everything was so civil last night. Now all this. He's like, yeah, because of Drew. And then both of their phones goes off. And that's the judge calling everybody back to the courtroom. So tomorrow, I guess, or by Friday, we'll figure out who has custody and who doesn't. Hopefully it's a 50-50 because this guy plans on jetting, okay? And we can't have that. No, Michael, we can't have you be a fugitive, babe.